Hello, Maximus here with another battle. This is the Battle of Arminium with me playing as Tylis against Pontus. You can see the builds here, and let's jump straight into it. I'm concentrating my infantry in the center in case there are chariots coming in. I want to be able to stop them with a line of infantry and javelins. And I only have two cavalry units here, and I'm going to use them just to run around and be annoying. He has some horse skirmishers here, which my raiding horsemen just about here. I figure I can probably take them on in close combat, so I'm going to chase after them and try to catch them, which I do until I see these noble blood cavalry, which will eat my raiding horsemen alive, and so then I just pull back. But I was able to get 10 kills on these horse skirmishers and only suffered 3 losses myself, so that wasn't too bad. And over here I'm just going to have a look at what's going on with my raiding horsemen, and going to get them out of there because they are up against eastern archers, which will eat them alive. Now I'm just doing a general advance. I see that the lines of my opponent are a lot shorter than mine, so I'm thinking I can get a nice envelopment going here. But then he pops some hoplites out of the woods, so I'm going to have to deal with those as well. And my opponent has the skirmishing advantage, he has the cavalry advantage, but I definitely have the infantry advantage here. So I'm just sending my tribal warriors, which are a very good sword infantry. I'm just sending them straight at him. I want to push back his archers, and I want to get these guys in as fast as possible. I don't pay these hoplites any mind, or hoplites. Charging the Pontic swords, and let's see how they do. As you can see, my charge bonus is significantly higher. The Pontic swords are dropping at a nice and steady rate. They are of course cheaper. Here I'm letting my guys get boxed in a bit, and I'm sending my spear warriors against these hoplites just to hold them for a little while. My slingers are killing eastern archers. Eastern archers have no armor, so even though Celtic slingers aren't the best ranged units, they can still get some kills on these guys. Horse skirmishers, I'm just chasing them away with my raiding horses here, so they aren't able to shoot these guys in the rear. The tribal warriors are holding their own against hoplites and Pontic swords, but they are dying because they are getting shot at as well. Here we have a kind of a strange engagement. The tribal warriors have punched through these hoplites, killing them very quickly. And now it's blobbing time. My spear warriors are up against these hoplites. They are a bit overmatched, so I'm sending in my Thracian warriors, which I've managed to keep out of any skirmishing fire, which will kill them very quickly since they don't have very good shields. Some noble blood cavalry going against my Oathsworn here. They are good cavalry, but as you can see, they are being attacked by spear warriors and Oathsworn, which will demolish them quite nicely. They are going to start dropping, and here I'm sending in spear warriors, not being very critical of where I'm sending what, but you can see these hoplites got attacked by Thracian warriors, and they are already wavering because the Thracian warriors, they have a massive charge bonus, and they do quite a lot of damage, so good job. Here Thracian warriors are also starting to rack up kills against his hoplites, and his general is in the middle of this blob, which is not a good place to be, in the middle of a bunch of mad tribal warriors. And this is my first battle with Tylis, but I like the roster and I think they can be used very effectively. And here I'm sending spear warriors with the counter cavalry tactics against these scythe chariots. They are able to plow through quite nicely. I'm using my Celtic slingers to shoot at them and to do some further damage. I wasn't able to stop any of the chariots, I didn't really get a good brace there, but I'm still giving them an attack order so they can hopefully get some hits in. And just about here, nope, not dying yet, getting in kills still, but here they are stopping, and now you can see they're going to drop very quickly because I had attack orders on them from these spear warriors. So the chariots are out of the game. Still, they got nice kills. And now it's just here, it's kind of blob city, but this was because of the cavalry engagement that was here, but now the cavalry isn't a factor anymore. So now it's just a matter of mopping up these eastern archers, finishing the blobs. The eastern archers won't like that their general dies because they are not very disciplined troops. And these hoplites are still holding, still getting some kills against my spear warriors and Thracian warriors. Sending Thracian warriors up here, and now it's just basically a mop-up operation. My opponent has lost his heavy hitters, and in order to win this, he would really have to get a lot of kills with his chariots and get nice rear charges with his cavalry, but he wasn't able to do so. It's quite hard to do. He brought a fairly balanced build, while I gave up the skirmishing advantage and I gave up the cavalry advantage in order to have an infantry advantage, and you can see I still have a lot of my infantry left. And although his eastern archers are getting quite a few kills here, they aren't able to be decisive enough against an onslaught of infantry that's this heavy. And also because of the map, I figured I could use forests and terrain to my advantage here. If he had a skirmishing advantage that I needed to take note of. But overall I was able to punch through the center fairly quickly, and his weaker flanks consisting of spears and some cavalry wasn't able to get in and be effective enough. So Thracian warriors got some nice kills on them here, and if these eastern archers were shooting at my Thracian warriors from the start, they would be decimated, but luckily I was able to avoid that. And now he's going to start crumbling away pretty quickly. Only some skirmishers left and these guys who are all wavering, so they're going to chain rout because the army loses, the general is dying, and overall I was quite happy with how this battle went. It was a bit messy, and let's have a look at the kills here. He got 1,000 kills. His archers were quite effective, but other than that, his units weren't close to being cost effective here. My tribal warriors did quite well. My Thracian warriors did quite well. The spears were there for cavalry, but their main job was stopping this chariot unit. And overall, a pretty fun battle, I think. Tylis has beastly infantry, good shock infantry in these Thracian warriors, and good spear units, which spear warriors are just basic medium spear infantry, but the tribal warriors can tank huge amounts of damage and they can kill as well. So I really like those, and a nice little experiment with the Tylis faction here. I think this Pontic army would struggle against an army like this in most cases, because the main part of their killing power is in these chariots, and although they can get a significant amount of kills, it's kind of hard to use them against masses of infantry, because there's always that one unit that can brace, throw javelins, and stop them and such. So in this case it was a small unit of spear warriors that actually stopped them. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again.